Hola mi gente, I'm walking through the cobblestone streets of Old San Juan because we're taking a fascinating tour to explore its rich history. We're going beyond these colorful streets the city is known for. I'm Luis Peña, or better known as Backpacking Luis here in Puerto Rico. We're meeting up with Andy Rivera from the Puerto Rico Historic Building Society, and he's taking us through a journey through time. We're gonna explore hidden gems you may not have seen before. Are you ready? Vamos para allá. Andy!
Hey, Luis.
How's it going? Good to
Pretty
see
good.
you.
Nice to see you again.
So what do you have for me today?
Well, today we're gonna see a couple of things. Basically, San Juan has lots of hidden gems, but the cathedral is one of them, one of the most important ones. Today, we're gonna see a staircase that was carved totally in sandstone, unique in Puerto Rico, 1539. There's only 6 stairs in the world, actually in Spain, that have that type of stairs.
Beautiful.
And ours supersized those steps.
Okay.
It's totally carved in stone.
So I gotta say, like, I've been coming to this church since I was little, with my abuelita, my grandma. I didn't know about this.
It's a special stairs. It's more used for the church. It's not open to the public. But sometimes if we ask permission, they might give us permission.
So it's good that we're inviting the audience to see this so we can learn more about our history. I love your energy, your passion. So we're ready to see it. I'm like really excited. So
I'm excited also. So let's
I
go
follow
see
you.
It. Let's go ahead.
This is beautiful, Andy.
It is. And let me show you something very important here about this stained glass window. It's very important for the history. This stained glass window, it's considered the oldest stained glass window that Puerto Rico has. It doesn't mean it was built in 1852. It was brought from Madrid, Spain in 1852. So officially it's the oldest one. And not only the oldest stained glass window, the most elaborated, high detail, spiritual stained glass window that Puerto Rico has because of the details. It tells you stories with the high details. For example, you got the angels pulling away those who truly repent from the heart, like the ones shown here. He's pulling up with the cane because he repent. But the older one over here, he's still desperate, praying to be repent because he still repent by the mouth, not by the heart or head. So also you got people that are like in the one in the middle that is still in the middle saying, I don't care really whatever happens. You know, there's all types of people in the purgatory. Those who will be saved, pulled by the angels, are the ones who repent. And they represent the purgatory with red hot flame.
I love it. Like, I see the colors; they look very vibrant. You know, for being from the 1800s, it's impressive.
It was really difficult to create those colors because you had special equipments. But the part that you see that's much cooler, which is bluer, light bluer, it represents heaven. You're already in the safe zone. Also, you're on the square spot on below. Upstairs, you're on the curve, the universe. Let's go and see the steps.
Okay.
Let's go all the way up.
Wow.
First, let me talk about this type of staircase. It's a spiral staircase. It's what we call organic architecture, practically, because you take the same stones, once you build it, piece by piece, then you start to carve in the details. For example, the handrail is not attached to the piece. It's part of the main piece, which is sculptured.
So you only have like one chance, you're saying? Like it makes it really hard, like or at least good planning.
Yeah, of course. Everything is well planned here, but we're talking about a very old military city, port city, and this was considered luxury. Like I said before, we have 6 stairs, very similar to this one in Spain, but none of them, even though they were built the same way, but they were not carved in. That makes us very special. Staircase. When you put the stones on the steps, you put them irregular stones. Then you start to straighten it, carve in the stones all the way up. And if you notice, it's so architecturally special that the railing looks like a sort of a snake that wraps the column, and the column, without you even knowing it, is being transformed to a tunnel that is twisted, that goes all the way up. It's like a twisted tunnel.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's like the most beautiful staircase you can see.
It is indeed. It is, and it's still here since 1539. It's unbelievable.
Andy, this is really, really old, and I'm very curious. What are we doing to preserve it?
Well, first of all, again, Puerto Rico was a very poor city, and San Juan, and materials it had to be selected for durability. But the thing is, we didn't have that much of the material, so we used sandstone, which means it's a little bit delicate. It doesn't mean it's weak. It's just you have to maintain it. Right now, the cathedral's in the process of being restored, and hopefully the entire cathedral will be restored, including the steps. And looking at the steps, even though you can see certain deterioration of time, still is in good conditions.
Okay.
So it's very important to preserve our architecture, because I keep saying, in my opinion, architecture is the only art in the world. It's the only art that you can be born in one. You live, you study, you eat, you dream. If these architecture can talk, we can learn a lot. But they cannot talk. But we can learn how to read them. You read the details, textures, construction methods, and it could tell you lots of history regarding the space that we're located at. So it's very important to learn about the history, because again, once you learn history, you will never repeat the errors of the past.
Love it. So this is the oldest church in Puerto Rico.
Yes, it is. Let's go inside and see it. This is one of the chapels. It's not one of the oldest one, but it's very important because it has one of the important spots in Old San Juan, which is a crypt. And you're standing on one of the oldest steps.
A crypt.
Oh, yes, it is.
What?
You got people buried here since the older days.
Okay, let me be respectful.
You want to go inside? So let's go.
I'm ready to follow your...
open the door then. So you have to lift it up. And there it goes. So you can see the steps that goes inside the crypts. Every church Catholic believe in the older days, including Puerto Rico, it was built by the Catholics, have crypts, several crypts.
Okay, well, I mean, I want to go in. I'm a little scared, but...
You can go in?
I trust you.
Well, let's go, let's go.
I think you can go first. I follow you. I'm not a fan of like dead people.
Just be careful with these old steps.
Woo. I feel the heat and the humidity.
Very humid.
The smell is like...
Oh yeah, because you got all very old material. Plus it's old and humid. So this is what you're gonna see where the niches are. The only part missing are the tombstones, because this been really abandoned for many years. So sometimes you're gonna see parts of this tombstone still located at the floors and the walls. But that's the reason we don't know too much about.
So we don't know who's buried here.
No, not necessary, because it's very difficult, because all you can see are bones.
Important people in the system, the political system.
Oh, yes.
Governors, priests.
Governors, priests, important politicians, even musicians.
Wow. This is interesting. This is like a top secret VIP tour. Thank you for...
Well, there's tons of this like this, so it's just a matter of just, trying to investigate other things. Believe me, this is not the biggest one. We got a bigger one, older one at the altar. You want to see it?
I'm ready to see it.
Let's go up then.
So he had a lot of power to be here in front of the altar.
Very important people in the older days had the authority to be buried here.
We're going in.
Okay, let's go inside then. Let's go up.
I'm a little less scared, but I'm really excited.
Oh, wait.
So how did Juan Ponce León die?
Well, he went back to Florida in search of the Fountain of the Youth. And unfortunately, what he found was an Indian arrow that injured him so badly that they had to take him back to Puerto Rico, but he didn't make it. He died on his way back to Puerto Rico. So they ended up in Cuba, prepared his body, brought him here, and he was buried. Later on, his body was transferred to the Cathedral of San Juan, where he's actually resting.
So he never found the Fountain of Youth?
No.
He found the death?
Unfortunately, he didn't.
But this is like really small, and even smaller than the other one.
Yes, it is. Not only smaller, a little bit uncomfortable, because the construction methods are different from the other days. For example,
older, no? You were saying?
Yes, this is much more older. You can see the difference of the bricks, the construction method. The only part is that the tunnels inside the crypts are much more deeper. It has 14 feet deep, because the more deeper it is, the more people you can bury here. That's how it's considered the biggest one that this church has. But the material is very delicate. It's very old. And this is the same way it was built, with the flat bricks, not the tall square bricks done in the 1800s. This is more from the 1600s, 1700s.
That's super old.
And you can see that each bricks are handmade. It's not produced by a factory. And that's how come they're all irregular.
So I'm gonna go quickly outside.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Heat. So Andy, I know we have a lot of influence from the architecture of Spain, mainly Spain, right?
Yes.
In the Canary Islands, Andalusia, I mean, in general, Spain.
Yes.
But what other countries do we have influence from too?
Well, at the beginning, basically we're from Spain, but then in the 1815, by the Spanish decree, everybody started to come around Puerto Rico. That means everybody came from different architectural styles. We got French, Italian, German, American, Dutch, name it, we all got it here. Basically, we got lots of Moorish architecture, like what we call Neo-Arabe, because most of the people that came here also came from Marruecos. Also, that's how come the Sol Trunco that we know about, it's not Spanish, it's Moroccan. That's part of the Moroccan architecture that came through the Spanish to Puerto Rico.
And especially from Morocco, I was in Morocco a few months ago, and like the balconies, these big balconies and fountains, it has a lot of similarities.
Yes.
The Spanish were in love with that.
We got something similar in terms of the temperature, the weather. It's hot, so you need lots of balconies. In San Juan, it's the only part in Puerto Rico that practically you don't see windows, actually. What you're gonna see are doors. These are considered doors. No windows at all, because it's really hot. And the bigger the openings, the better ventilation. That's how come we got balconies here, everywhere. Balconies, you cannot imagine San Juan with the balconies. It's part of the romanticism.
I think, like you're saying, if we do it, sustainable tourism, you know, you bring tourists, you educate them. Also to see other parts of Puerto Rico.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people come to Old San Juan, but Puerto Rico has a lot of beautiful cities.
I've told everybody who visit us that San Juan is just part of Puerto Rico. We got 78 municipalities. San Juan is just one of them. We got 18 historic zones. It's not only San Juan, but people tells me, how can that be? It's too tiny. Yeah, but it's dense. I mean, we got lots of things going on. When I tell people that we got the deepest cave system, it's not Kentucky or Utah. Kentucky has the largest one. We got the deepest one. I mean, there's so many things here that most of the people around the world doesn't have. This city, believe me, and the island of Puerto Rico is really unique.
Beautiful. I love your energy. I love how you express it. I always want to keep saying thank you for
to me, it's a great pleasure.
Being a good teacher for me.
No, thank you. Always, always. Thank you very much.
Wasn't this an unforgettable experience? Now you're in the know of these hidden gems that make Old San Juan so special. Huge shout out for Andy that taught us the importance of preserving our architecture here in Puerto Rico. Don't forget to hit that follow button and visit discoverpuertorico.com for more adventures like this. Hasta la próxima.